Well, Melissa, today we are bottling here at Stoller Family Estate. If the viewers have been following along, last time we were watching the pruning process, it kind of maybe feels out of order, but at wineries and at estates, it's not year by year by year. It kind of all weaves together, right?
That's right.
So last time we were watching the pruning for what will become 2019 vintage. Today we were bottling the 2017 vintage. And I think this whole process speaks a lot to the patience of winemaking.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a tremendous act of patience because of the look at the history of this wine in particular, let's say. When we were outside on our previous segments, we were looking at a section that's getting pruned that's going to make its way into our bottling that we're doing today and this week. And this is a bottling for a Pinot Noir, one of our smallest blends from our oldest vines that we spend a lot of time making in the winery. So 2019 wines that are not even on the vine yet, you will not see on your table for at least 3 to 4 years.
Just because we're bottling 2017 today doesn't mean people are getting it anytime soon. You haven't even released 2016 yet, right?
That's correct. For this blend, our legacy blends, we haven't even released 2016. So as the vines are just waking up in the vineyard from their dormancy, we're closing the chapter, in essence, on the 2017 wines in the winery.
So talk about the bottling process that you're going through today.
Sure, I'll pour you a little sample. How about that? So we will be bottling from this tank, and this wine, Pinot Noir from 2017, harvested in the fall of 2017, spent a little over 1 year in oak barrels, and after about 14 months, we made up our blend and we moved all the wines out of those barrels into tank, checked the chemistry, made sure it was exactly where we wanted it, and now it's making its way to bottling. And it gets corked and capsuled and labeled, boxed up, the boxes are labeled, and then those newly bottled wines will spend almost 1.5 years waiting to get released.
Seeing the entire process, I mean, starting with the pruning that we saw last time to bottling and tucking it away, it feels so final in a way. What are your feelings when a wine is bottled and you know you're going to have to wait for it?
It's very stressful for winemakers, and that's a known thing in the community because it is so final. I mean, there's logistics already going into bottling that can go wrong. You can have late arrival of your glass or capsules or closures, but that act of letting go of this wine that you've been shepherding for so long can be a bit nerve-wracking, but again, it's just part of the vintage of the process.
So thinking about year 2021, 2022, when all of our viewers are finally going to be able to enjoy this particular wine, what do you want them to get out of this wine?
Well, hopefully there's a sense of place and a sense of time, which I think is the beauty of making wine in Oregon in general, in the Willamette Valley. It's very reflective of both of those things, and hopefully a lot of enjoyment. And wine's meant to be shared and enjoyed, and that's the goal.
Well, that's certainly the case with Stoller Family Estates.
Yeah.
Cheers to the future.
Yeah, cheers.